guys. Oh goodness. Well, it's been a hot second since I hopped on to actually film something, a tutorial or a makeup look or whatever it is. Yeah, it's been a second. I think since my adventure braids a couple weeks ago, maybe 2 months ago. I don't remember when that came out, but that was the last video, I'm pretty sure. And it's been even longer since I did a makeup tutorial. So let's catch up a little bit here. Still COVID happening. I have spent so much time working on a few other areas of my business versus the makeup tutorial part, and that's a big part because I've been really uninspired being stuck at home, not able to really go out and do my normal stuff, as well as trying to do my best to really simplify the routine that I have right now because I have a toddler. So it's really hard to have that dedicated time to get ready or feel inspired by makeup. So I've just been hit or miss in that department. But I'm back better than ever. Maybe. We'll see. But I talked to you guys a little while ago on Instagram. I'm super active on Instagram, so if you guys have been missing me, you can go and hang out there too. It's at Blonde and Ambitious Blog. But I polled you guys a little while ago about potentially doing 100 days of makeup this year. It's going to look different. I know it is. I'm not exactly sure what it's going to look like yet. I'm still working out details on that, but something will be happening. It'll be good. It's going to be different though, and I'm not sure exactly how that's going to look yet. So stay tuned. I'll probably announce something about it next week over on my Instagram. And we're just going to take it a day at a time. Last year was really hard because I jumped into it right after the baby was born. And I really got pretty burnt out just trying to have a newborn and do 100 days of makeup. So come here, guys. Come up here. Yeah. You say hi. Hey, little girl. So yeah, so last year was just really tough because I tried to do too many things. I tried to do too much. And I didn't allow myself to take a break after the baby was born. I jumped right into 100 days of makeup, and by the time it was over, I was totally wiped. So it's definitely going to look a little bit different now that I've got a little one running around, but it will be something fun. It'll be cool. I'll make it neat. So stay tuned. I'll do an announcement about that next week. So there we have it. Now for today's video, I want to say thank you to our sponsor. Our sponsor is Physicians Formula. You guys know that I have had a partnership with them for years now. They're my longest running partner. I love them. I love their products, and it's just a joy to work with them all the time. So super excited they're sponsoring today's video. And we are, where is it? Going to be talking about their Gold Vault. So this is what the palette looks like. I was initially a little skeptical because while I love Physicians Formula complexion products, I'm not always the hugest fan of their eyeshadow products. They sometimes tend to be a little bit chalky or powdery without a ton of pigment. This is not that. We don't know her. I don't know what happened back in the Physicians Formula HQ, but they have upped their game when it comes to eyeshadow, and I am here for it. This palette really blew me away, actually, with the quality. I have a couple gripes that I'll get out of the way first, and then we'll go into all of the good stuff. One, you guys know I don't love when there is a mascara tube inside this, because at some point I'm going to run out of this mascara, and when that happens, you just end up with an empty waste of space. So I don't always love that, and I wish there were some matte shades in this palette. So unfortunately for me, the way that I do my makeup, I don't only use shimmers, so I don't have any transition shades in this palette. So I'm going to have to pull from another palette in just a minute here to get a full look. And that's kind of annoying because it's not a palette I can just grab and go. I mean, not that I'm going anywhere though, to be honest, so I guess it doesn't really matter. But yeah, and then these two big ones here. This is meant to be a bronzer. This is meant to be a highlighter. for me and my skin tone, that will not work for me. So this highlighter is very gold. It would be stunning, absolutely beautiful on somebody with a darker complexion. If you are real white and real pale, that is not going to work for you. I ended up using both of these just as shadows, and that's what I'll use them as. I wish they had just made them four more shadows of matte colors and transition shades, and I think it would have been more versatile for everybody. Yeah, this bronzer is really shimmery too. It's super sparkly, so it's not one that I would opt to put on my face. So if you are of similar complexion to me, the highlight and the bronzer are probably not going to be the best. If you're darker complected, this highlight shade would probably look beautiful on you. So I guess it just kind of depends on where you fall on the melanin scale, whether or not this highlight is going to be something that works for you. So totally up to you guys, but if you are similar in complexion to me, highlight is not going to work for you. That being said, I guess if you like that, if you like a stripe of gold, I mean, go for it, but I don't, so I'm not going to use it as a highlighter. But that being said, if we look at the actual eyeshadows here, they are really awesome. So the formula they used here, I am really a fan of. It reminds me a lot of ColourPop shadows in creaminess, blendability, and the impact of the actual shadow itself. I am the biggest fan of these three shades right here. Let me see. Okay. This shade, and this shade. So they don't have names, they're just numbered. So that would be shade 1, 5, and 6. So shade 1 is this really pretty like pink white shift. It's gorgeous in the inner corner. Number 5, this guy is so pretty. It's like a champagne base with a pink and a teal shift. It's a really unique shade. I have not seen one that looks quite like this. Sometimes you see this with like brown to teal duochromes, but this one's much more of like a light pink champagne and then like a really light teal shift. It's really pretty, really neat. Like I said, I haven't really seen a shade. I've clearly not been on camera lately. I haven't really seen a shade like this before, so that's really cool. And then this shade number 6, this is my favorite shade in the entire palette. It is super creamy, super blendable, and packs like a really beautiful glittery punch. I'm into it. That's what I'm going to be using today, I think, all over my lid. And I'm really excited about it. So a couple things really quick to talk about the palette itself. It boasts a few ingredients that they like to talk about in the 24 karat gold line. If you guys haven't tried this line yet, the 24 karat gold skincare line is actually one of my favorites. It does have fragrance, so if fragrance bothers you, maybe steer clear, but if it doesn't, I personally am obsessed with their moisturizer. The nighttime moisturizer is chef's kiss, so good. I have like 2 or 3 backups of it at all times, and it's one of the ones that I really, really love. It does an excellent job. I really like it. So if you haven't tried that skincare line, I would. They have an eye cream and like a nighttime moisturizer that I use in the winter, and they're both really, really good. But this has the same, so basically it's got their 24 karat gold and their vegan collagen, and they say that they nourish and rejuvenate the skin. Now, I'm not really sure I can say that 100% based on only having used it a couple times, but those are the key ingredients for their 24 karat gold line. It's got complexion enhancing 24 karat gold, restoring vegan collagen, protecting and firming polymers. Now, I can probably, based on the ingredients, go ahead and say check to the vegan collagen and check to the protecting and firming polymers. That lines up with their ingredient list. I tend to view 24 karat gold as more of a gimmicky ingredient. I don't really think it adds much to your skin. It's in their moisturizer too, and I feel like, is it helpful? Is it not helpful? I think it's more of like, it's a fun marketing tool. So take that with a grain of salt, but those are the ingredients. And all of that aside, I think it's a really nice eyeshadow palette. So now that I've talked your ear off for like 10 minutes, perhaps we should jump into the actual tutorial. It's like I forget how to do a makeup video. Let's jump into this. Also, Izzy's on my lap. I'm going to take a picture of it and insert it right here because it is it's so cute. Look at her. Oh. An angel, if I ever saw one. Okay, and also it does not have a mirror. I kind of wish this was on the back and it was a mirror instead, but you win some, you lose some. What are you gonna do? I'm also, by the way, wearing eyelash extensions, so I'm not gonna be going as crazy or detailed on my makeup as I might if I wasn't wearing the extensions, because I don't want to be too rough on them. I've been wearing them on and off throughout the summer, just to kind of enhance my routine. I've been doing a lot of this and then like calling it a day, because I also have my eyebrows microbladed. I'm just waiting to have my 8-week touch-up in a couple weeks here, and then they'll be good for like a year. But I've been doing my lash extensions just on and off this summer, and I've really enjoyed them. I'm going to link who did my eyebrows and my eyelash extensions in the blog post here, which will be linked down in the description. But it was Extensions by Lavon that did the lash extensions, and she's over at Paint Nail Bar on the Boulevard in St. Louis. And then Inked Beauty Bar, Emily Thomas did my brows, and they are both so sweet, so awesome. Emily was actually on my podcast, Hustle Like a Mother, which I think dropped since this video, since my last video here. So I have a podcast now. That's cool. And you can find that on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, and Spotify. It's Hustle Like a Mother podcast, and it is for moms in business. It's awesome. I'm biased, but it's been such a fun journey for that podcast, so I'll have the links to that below as well if you're interested. And now we're actually going to do makeup, so let's jump into it. Hello. You now see my face closer, and probably my acne too, so it's really exciting for me. Can you stop? Can you pick a spot? Everybody's upset with me. It's like I've never filmed a video before. This is a disaster. So you're just gonna bear with me. Okay. Let's jump into this. I've been listening to Hamilton non-stop. That's a song. Since the movie came out. It's amazing. And Adam, we had a movie night with a couple of our friends last night, and they just put a new projector in their basement. It's so fun. But we watched The Greatest Showman on their new projector, and Adam had never seen it. I know. We're going to forgive him because he loved it. But now I want to go over there and watch Hamilton on their big projector because so good. Apparently, I missed filming because I'm talking a lot. So I'm going to actually pull from my Beauty Pie palette for my transition shades. So this is my Beauty Pie palette. I love it. I'm just going to use this middle shadow shade mixed with the bronzer as my transition shade, and my shade that's going to go underneath my lash line. And I'm just going to use a fluffy blending brush that's not clean. You guys, I'm really impressing you with my video back, aren't I? So I'm just going to go ahead and put that in my crease. I'm going to do an updated skin routine here soon too, because my cystic acne is back. It was doing really good until it wasn't. And now it's kind of a mess again. I'm weaning Jack off of breastfeeding too, and I feel like my hormones are just all over the place again. So, okay. See, I think you just really need like that transition shade that's just a matte bronzery type shade before you do shimmers. Just add some depth to your eyes just to kind of prep it for that shimmery shade. I love these lash extensions. They're so pretty. I wish they weren't so high maintenance because I love them. Okay. I'm gonna pop into our gold vault here. So I'm actually going to start with my inner corner first. I don't usually do, but I'm doing that a little bit more lately since I'm being really gentle around my lash line. It just makes it kind of easier. And I'm going to go into that number 1 shade right here. I'm just going to put that on a little pencil brush, tap it off so there's not a lot of fallout. And you guys can see that has such a, I mean, that packs a punch, right? It's like straight white gold glitter and it's super pretty. Lavon, she does my lashes. If she's watching this, she's going to be like, please keep the glitter away from your lash extensions. I'm going to do my best. Okay, I'm going to take this tiny little brush here. I'm going to dip it into shade 4 over here. That's the most matte shade, but it's really more of a satin shade. And I'm just going to put that in my crease, add a little bit more depth. Now keep in mind, this is not matte, so there is going to be a little bit of a sheen. But I think it's going to be okay. These blend really easily and beautifully too. See how nice that depth looks. I'm also just going to take the excess and put that right under my eye to add a little bit of depth under my eye bags. I like to accentuate them. I think it makes my eyes look bigger, but to each his own. Okay. Now I think I would have more options here if I had actually cleaned my brush before filming this, but I did not. So brushes, didn't clean any of them. Alright, so now I want to dip into this shade 6 here, the one that I really like. I'm going to do it first. I'm going to just go in on my finger, never mind. So I'll have less fallout that way. Okay, so I'm just going to put that, ooh, and it is really soft. So when you can see when I dipped into it that it kind of like indented that shadow bar there. So just be really soft and gentle with it because it is soft. Oh, but look at that though, right? Okay, but come on. Physician's Formula. This is the best shadow you've ever created. Lavon, don't be mad. I'll wash them later, I promise. She's gonna be like, are you kidding me? I like to take my brush and just soften it out. It's going to bring glitter a little bit above into that crease because this is a really glittery shade. But I don't actually mind because the whole look's supposed to just be a little bit shimmery. I think it looks pretty. Come on. It's so pretty. Honest to God, it's the prettiest shade I think Physicians Formula has ever come out with. So I wish I could just buy this shade and have it in like a single. That much punch with just like one swipe is insane. This little hair, I swear. Okay, please go away. Thank you. Okay. Oh, and it looks so good with the lash extensions too. It's like, I just woke up like this. Okay. Now, if you don't have extensions where is that brush? If you don't have extensions you're trying really to be careful with along the lash base like I am, just like really, I would really get it into that base so that it's as close to your lash line as possible. I'm being a little bit ginger there, again, because of the lash extensions, but totally up to you. Okay. We're good. Everything's fine. Okay. It looks so pretty. And minimal fallout because I use my finger. So I'm going to just take a little bit of a fluffy brush that has nothing on it and just gonna get whatever is there out of there. And I'm going to put a little bit of mascara on my bottom lashes here. Should use the mascara that's in my thing, right? I'm going to use a different one, but that would have been foolish. Oh. Excuse me, ma'am. Okay, remember when I got it out so easily earlier? What happened? Okay, this is the mascara. It's the 24 karat gold collagen mascara. It's gold. Okay. I will not lie. I was not expecting it to be like gold. Gold for real. I do not think I will be putting this on my eyeball today. Because I don't want gold on my lash extensions. Or really on my eyeballs. What does this back say about this? What is happening here? Okay, no. This is a me problem because it does show this mascara with a gold swipe, but I thought they were being facetious. Okay. Well, I'm not going to be using this today, but if you want gold lashes, it does come in this. So we're going to go back to the original plan that I had. This is the Blink mascara in Jet Black. I like this one because it has a nice small one. This is technically a black lash primer, but it works just like mascara, and I've only ever used it as mascara, so. I love it because it just coats my bottom lashes so nicely without getting on the too much on my skin. I kind of had to warm up to it though. I feel like this is a formula that's better when it's a little bit drier. Because it's like super wet when you first get it. Okay. I feel like this look is so pretty. I feel so pretty. With my acne and all. Okay, so. Pull some hair out here so I look like I tried with my hair today. I didn't, but we're gonna pretend like I did. Lips. What are we thinking? I think we'll just do something light. I didn't plan this far ahead. I was winging it. Oh, it's the Penniless and he's flying by the seat of his pants. Alexander Hamilton. No. Handsome. Boy, does he know it. Peaches. I can't even quote it. They should call me to be Angelica. Except I will not fit in with the cast. They are much more talented than me. Meaning they have legitimate talent to begin with. Okay. I'm gonna go with a light gloss. That took me a lot of time to figure out. Okay, So we're gonna go with this gloss here. This is my Makeup Forever Artist Plexi Gloss in 100p. It's just like a really pretty nude peachy color. Just gonna wing it. I'm not gonna wing it, I'm gonna use a mirror. I really like this color though. Yeah, okay, that was a good choice. I'm sure you guys are so stoked that I came back and did a super neutral look. That's kind of what you guys have been asking for anyways. You guys being my Instagram followers. I don't know about you subscribers. It's not all that many of you. Okay. We did it. This is the final look, friends. I think it turned out really pretty. I feel super pretty right now. I love it. And that's kind of a big deal because I've been feeling kind of lately with all my quarantine snacking and my acne coming back. It's been a little bit hit or miss. It's kind of why I have been really doing the lash extensions and the eyebrows too, because that makes me feel better and more put together without having to do too much too. Because Jack is busy, man. He is busy. He just turned 1. We had his party last week. Party is a loose term because like 8 people were there and it was all family, but our friends did come in from Philadelphia, which was really nice of them. They wore masks, don't worry, but it was really fun to have them in town, and it was really fun to celebrate Jack, my little peanut. But I feel like I could barely stay on topic this whole video, so I hope you enjoyed the chattiness that was happening here, as well as the product review. There's going to be a deeper product review on the blog, as well as swatches of every shade. So if you guys don't forget to click on that blog link in the description to actually get swatches, a written out full review, and just a little bit more of my thoughts in depth there. Some pictures of the palette if you're interested in seeing that. Otherwise, follow me on Instagram because the party is happening there. Check out my new podcast, Hustle Like a Mother, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Google Play. And I think that's it, everybody. That's what I got for you this week. I'm going to start doing more tutorials, especially as I'm like going to be rolling out some form of 100 Days of Makeup again too. So stay tuned. Videos will be back up in frequency. Starting now, I think we'll probably get back to once a week again. We're just going to make it happen. And I should probably get off before I ramble on forever. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Let me know what you want to see next in the comments below. And I will be sure to put on the list because I've got a few ideas in the old noggin here for some future makeup videos. But if you guys want to see something specific, comment below what you want to see and I'll make sure I add it to the list. I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your week or weekend. Another big thank you to Physicians Formula for sponsoring this video, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye guys.